Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So, actually, I just wanted to pull that out in order to show the line, but I figured since I'm already here holding an active video camera, I may as well speak to it. This lineup, if you're wondering, is for the Montreal's Opus card renewal. Yeah, it's utter insanity. I love it. Okay, yeah, everyone's looking at me. Hi. So it's Halloween, and I'm a guerrilla terrorist, in fact, inspired by some, my parents went to Cuba, some Che Guevara paraphernalia. But anyhow, what I would speak about since I'm here is what is actually constantly on my mind, which is the topic of presence, being alert, distractions, and my ultimate vendetta is the distraction of the cell phone. And this has recently really stirred something within me, in the sense that I actually have a little story, which may seem like a little story, right? That was weird. When I took out my earbud, I realized what I sound like. It may seem like a little story, but it really, really irks me. What it is that a few nights ago I was in my English class, which is taught by, this is so difficult, the Opus thing, because it's very French and I don't understand the directions because I'm such an Anglophone. So anyhow, English class, it's taught by this remarkable man, a public speaker, the finest public speaker. Every Tuesday night, I get to witness an amazing source of inspiration for public speaking, which is great and important for me because I want to maximize on all of my talents for public speaking. His name is Andrew, and I was in class and I'm sitting next to a girl who I don't actually normally sit next to. Some very, I hate to say this, but generic, what I would call a sheep. And I'm sitting next to her in class, and all she has with her, this is what I call unprepared and equally unconscious. All she has with her is her designer bag. I don't even know if it was a designer bag. I truly would not know the difference. Planted in front of her on the desk. And her iPhone. Here. Designer bag here is like huge, it's clunky, it's quite frankly ugly, and there are a lot of them next to me. And an iPhone that she's using the bag in order to hide the fact that she's clearly texting class. She is 8 feet away from Andrew, thinking that somehow this tactic actually works. Somehow he doesn't realize that her phone vibrating unfailingly every 4 minutes is not being noticed by the teacher. And he wasn't saying anything, but I imagine it was maybe a test. I think I'm just paranoid. Oui. I believe it was a test to us, the peers, in order to say to this girl, hey, very obnoxious trick, would you mind turning your phone from vibrate in order onto silent? Because quite frankly it was extremely distracting. And all I thought was, this girl, I didn't say anything, I was really weak. This girl comes to class, and she comes to class late, and she sits down, and she texts, and she receives notifications from Twitter. She sits down and she does this and only this, texting and Twitter. She comes to class. She is with probably the best teacher she'll ever have in the course of her education. And all she does is turn off her brain, and she texts and she tweets. And I'm wondering, what in her brain, what are the chirps, what's going on? Chirp, chirp, chirp. She's turned off. Her brain is off. That is why I do this. That is why for Halloween I am the guerrilla terrorist, because I despise the cell phone distractions. It's actually heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to look around in public and see how many people are doing this. this. And yesterday in my psychology class, we were being showed some study. I couldn't even tell you anything about it really, but it was basically like there were two guys who looked similar but were wearing different colored shirts. They were just very normal, average-looking men, and people were filing in order to partake in an experiment. And the first guy was at his like podium, let's say, his desk, and then the second guy was crouched down here. And what it was is that the first guy first gives the person who's partaking in the experiment a form to fill out, and eventually after they fill it out, he bends down behind the desk, hidden. And then the second guy comes up, he emerges, and he's not the same guy. And what it is, the experiment is actually a test of attention, and it most of the people, I think like there was some percentage, like 70-something%, I really don't know, did not notice that it was another guy. It was an entirely different human being. They didn't notice. I know that seems unimportant. It's not like a phenomenal, like, oh, big whoop, someone didn't notice that someone was not someone. But when you really think about it, it just goes to show you how unconscious we are. Like, where are we? Where are our minds? I don't even know what else to say about it. There are many things that have been on my mind recently. I want to turn this off soon. In the beginning, like, I don't know if you noticed, but the way I was speaking was a little, like, I didn't quite have my momentum. Now I feel like I have more momentum, and that's the way it works. You start, and then you build. You develop that confidence in speaking. You develop the confidence in speaking in front of all these. Hey, Peg! How's it going? Good. I'm vlogging. Okay, wait. Yeah, so speaking in front of all these people, even just seeing my friend right now actually made me more confident. One more thing that is alarming when you really, really think about it. Have you noticed? Actually, try this. Try this. If you like carrots, which I hope you do, try this. Go out in public, have a carrot. Walk around, just like anywhere like where you would be eating a snack on the go, and just eat your carrot. And realize how strange it is. It actually is strange. Think about it. Think about what society has done, the construct of society. It's strange to eat carrots in public. Think about a bag of chips. Think about how socially acceptable it is to eat a bag of chips, a bag of fake crap, a bag of shit that is gonna fucking kill you and clog up and stifle everything about the functions of your body. Think about it. Think about it. Use that critical thought. Think about it. Be aware. Wake up. Look around. Fucking... just plug into yourself. Plug into you. Your identity. You make your identity. You can stand in public and be foolish and make a video, not give a fuck. You can eat a fucking carrot. You can smoke a fucking carrot. I don't give a shit. Just plug into you. Plug out of the environment. The environment is telling you to check your cell phone. The environment is telling you to not make eye contact. The environment is telling you to comply. So if you do listen to my advice, essentially you would be guilty of complying to everything I'm saying, but you wouldn't, because when you do, you'll find out what it is to just take this advice like a grain of, maybe I should smoke a carrot. Don't smoke a carrot, but maybe I should just eat a carrot. Maybe I should just consider anchoring yourself within your own body. You, not this. Peggy, she's a great girl. That's it. So yeah, I mean, I really did this to entertain me for this fucking lineup. It's ridiculous. But yeah, just plug out of all the influences around you, because it's retarded. I'm sorry for using that word, but it's really just stupid. It's stupid to come to an amazing class with a great teacher and and just text. Just, where is your brain? Where is your brain? Where is your brain? That's it. That's the question. Where is your brain? Plug into yourself. Just you. Locate yourself. You. Eat that fucking carrot. This is an example of the environment I'm speaking about and how it takes advantage of how vulnerable we are to suggestions. We're susceptible to the status quo. I'm here at Barrie UQAM Metro at the stop for Angry Onion, and there's this massive advertisement above me. Massive. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. This, Mrs. That. I wish this video gave perspective as to how huge that is. That's a human being. Those are people. That's the advertisement. That is fucked up. That is just fucked up. Think about it. That's